Welcome! Such a big group. When I was signing up for that date, Edgar did not mention that this is going to be the joint meeting, so yeah. Thank you, Edgar. Good to have a friend. A few weeks back, I don't know, 8, maybe 10, I actually finished the 4th speech of the first level of my first path. Exciting, I was so proud of myself. My fellow Toastmasters from Leiden remember my icebreaker. They remember a lot of fantastic moments in that journey. And I remember I was so happy, so proud, so accomplished. And then Sohini came, and with the bestest of intentions, she rained on my parade. She said, "Do you remember, Sohini, what you said?" You said, "That's where the fun ends, because here comes level 2. And on level 2, you don't get to choose what you want to talk about. You have a task, and you have to follow the job. You have an assignment, there is a role." Yeah, I'm not gonna say I was thrilled, but I was on a roll, you know. I was ready for the curveball. So I sat, I opened this fantastic platform that we're using, and I saw that my assignment was discovering my leadership style. Yeah. I don't really see myself as a leader. I never did. You see, for me, leader is a person who's very often blends for me with the mentor. They are someone who know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. They know how to do things. And I just don't really seem that well put together, do I? And then okay, let's do it. I'm opening the assignment. There's a quiz. There's an actual quiz. And you just have to fill it in, and it's going to pop the answer back to tell me what leadership style I represent. Good old days, like on Facebook, when I could discover which Disney princess I am. That made me feel so good. And so I answered all the questions, and I got my results back. Would you like to know my results?
Sure. Yeah.
It's not like I expected it to come black and white. Nah. Grayish. A little bit of pink, maybe. Maybe 3 tops. With 22 points. Number 1, the democratic style. I let people speak. I listen to them. Generally, I'm chill, letting people, take up their space. And then, with 20 points, the authoritative style. I mean, my last name is Moskwa. So yeah, makes sense. And then, in the 3rd place, exactly, come the altruistic, democratic, authoritarian, altruistic, together with pace setting. If you're unfamiliar with those two, the altruistic one is the person who does everything for you to accomplish your goal, for you to grow, for you to find the answer, for you to actually feel good and grow in whatever we're doing together. And the pace setter is the person who comes and says, now, tomorrow, yesterday, I don't care, there's a deadline. I mean, people who worked with me on my last game do recognize that I put the death glare in the deadline, that's for sure. But it makes no sense. Yet again, here's my hard proof that I'm a hot mess. I do. I know we're making leaders here, but it seems like a failed case to me. I was angry, I was annoyed, I was discouraged, I was frustrated. Edgar, what would you do if you were me?
Cry in a corner.
Valid option. What would you do, Jeff?
Get strong. Get some support from my men's group.
Abdel?
I will join this men's group.
Might we consider? Well, I went to talk to my partner and he said, calm down, let it go. We're going on holiday, you'll think about it later. Do you think I listened, Harris?
I doubt that.
Of course I didn't. I never do. So what I did is Deagle approached this in a very healthy, organized matter. I contacted about 40 people I worked with in the past 10 years in various organizations, in different projects, volunteering options, non-profits, people who loved me, people who hated me. God knows, I hated them, but I'm not sure I expected so much reciprocity. And I got my answers, and then I realized it hit me. I'm not a mess. I'm a chameleon. Depending on the situation, I step into the role. You can imagine my surprise when I actually Googled chameleon leadership. Turned out it's a thing. There is a great TED talk about it. I encourage you to check it out. But basically, the idea of the chameleon leader is that they meet you halfway. They don't wait for the team to come to them, to match their expectations, to match their demands. It's the people who adapt. Thus, when the deadline is coming, I become the little dictator, But when everything goes smoothly and we have the time and space, that's where we grow. And it made me feel better about myself, and that's not something that I get a lot in Toastmasters. And honestly, I feel it's gonna get even better, because from that assignment, from now on, I will keep being the colorful chameleon. But this time, I'm going to do it intentionally. So, thank you for that assignment, Toastmasters.